Welcome back to Rock Guitar Confidential with Scott and Ryan. So, you're learning someone else's song, but you still want the xenomorph of creativity to burst out of your chest and go on a murder spree. We're going to talk about it next. Stay tuned.
One of my all-time favorite Sacramento Kings is Reggie Thesis. Right, that's his.
Oh,
was not his name, Reggie Thesis, right?
Reggie.
He was famous for his his treatises on different subjects and stuff.
I thought he was famous for his fake leg. His full name was Reggie Prosthesis.
Oh, we miss you, Reggie.
And so when he would dribble the ball off of his foot, people didn't know that was actually a fake
and
foot.
The foot just falls off. Like, oh, right. God. He's
That'd be so cool.
Like, hop along Casties, what they called him. They did.
Man, yeah. So like when he got a flat tire, he really got a flat tire.
He's got the Reebok shoe on his leg over there.
Dude, that would be like the best like Halloween costume here in Sacramento.
Reggie Prosthesis.
Reggie Prosthesis. Yeah.
How about Malik Monk seal? Like just as that'd be good, huh? Like that,
Malik Monkfish liver. Just be Malik Monk, and you could like wear the the druid robes and stuff.
That would be he's a monk.
And you could just chant, do Gregorian chants with a basketball.
So mostly, I think he has to work in Pizza Guys in there somewhere. That's part of his contract. He has his chants off to all, half.
Yeah, the pizza. Well, and so when we trade Malik Monk before the season starts, like
you think it's gonna happen? Before the season starts, you think by October we're gonna be trading Malik Monk?
I mean, okay, maybe at the trade. I don't know, man. I know that this front office is not
enamored of the guys who were there before.
They're not enamored of the guys at the price that we're paying them, right? So there's talk about bringing like Russell Westbrook, which
God, let's not bring
which would be a downgrade on the court, but like financially we'd be saving many millions of dollars.
So we can pay the next person who's going to be traded in 2 years. I mean,
I think the idea is to like get like a real deal power forward.
Yeah, but those aren't easy to find. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, but they also don't have the salary cap space, even if you could find one.
Well, who are they paying, though? Everyone's gone. I mean, they got DeMontis and they got...
Well, a lot of the salaries wrapped up in Zach LaVine. He's making like $50 million a year or something.
Is that right?
Like, yeah,
he's making more than DeMontis is?
Yeah, his contract's a total albatross.
Wow.
He should be like a $30 million a year guy.
Yeah, he's a great scorer.
Like a Kyle Kuzma or someone like that.
Doesn't bring a lot to the defensive side. So
he brings zero. He's a liability on the defensive end.
That's what I mean. So what's the point? And same with Malik. Malik's not a great defender either. So it's
right, and we're paying Malik, I think, like $30-something million, and you could get Russell Westbrook for like $10 million.
Westbrook can't shoot though, and he's not like good. His court vision sucks. I mean, he's just a big athlete. That's basically it.
Well, that's fine.
That'd be kind of equivalent to like replacing Keon Ellis or something.
So when we're talking about replacing Malik Monk, we're talking about replacing like a sixth man. He should be the first guy off the bench, not starting.
I get you.
Right?
No, he's not, and he's not a point guard either, which I think we found out the hard way last year.
Yeah, right. So I want to give the front office I want to give Scott Perry and the Kings front office the benefit of the doubt that they're trying to like come off of contracts that are hamstringing the team in next season.
You know what though, as a Kings fan, and like I have Kings fan PTSD on that one because I've heard that before. Like, we gotta get some of these contracts. Once these contracts are cleared, watch out, man. We're gonna bring in all these great players, and then they don't bring anybody in, and it's like we get one or two guys who some are homegrown, they're awesome, and then we kind of go, we're not gonna pay them.
The problem, there is one problem.
What's the problem?
Vivek Ranadive.
Why is that a problem? He's a rich guy.
He's an owner that meddles in decisions. He's the reason Zach LaVine is on the team.
Well, I mean, I'm glad Zach LaVine's on the team. We've got nothing else offensively. I mean, it's, DeMar's great, but DeMar's old. He's going to go away soon.
We should have just traded Fox to wherever we could have traded him. Although his agent poisoned the well and said he won't sign an extension with anyone other than San Antonio. But,
well, good luck to that.
But you know what? We could have held on to Fox until the summer.
Yeah.
We could have forced Fox to play out the rest of the season. I mean, he would have ended up getting surgery and then not playing anyway. But
yeah.
But we didn't need to bite on a shitty deal. So
no, I think that at the time McNair just wanted to get him out the building. You know what I mean? That was what happened. So anyway, I'm sorry guys. Welcome to the Rock Guitar Confidential podcast with Ryan and Scott. I know you come here specifically for Kings Talk. But anyway, let's.
Yeah, right. So, well, this all started with Reggie Prosthesis.
Especially people, it was my fault. Reggie Thesis, because he's the guy that had all these treatises on these different ideas. Reggie Thesis.
The thesis treatise.
Yes, exactly. He's like, oh, this is what we should do about the alternative energies. That was
well, he did have the Reggie rules when he was the coach.
Is that right?
They did not lead to winning.
That's true. Well, that's just a time-honored tradition in Sacramento.
Yeah, right.
with a couple of exceptions. That's pretty much it. That's how it is. Hey, I'm a Kings fan. I'm on in for a penny, in for a pound. I've chose this life. I'm going to roll with it.
I know, right? We've made the investment. We're going to ride it out.
Our lives are already over anyway. If I could just roll with these guys, you know what I mean?
That's right.
And let's just hope that, for me, I'm not going to speak for you. Hope the Giants or the Niners have a good year.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, whatever.
That's what we got to do. Although my Giants aren't doing that great right now either. So
it's baseball.
It's awesome, dude. Baseball's rad.
That's a thing.
If Logan Webb is pitching, race baseball bad. Anyone else is pitching?
Who? What?
Logan Webb, the pitcher.
Spud Webb was pitching.
Logan Webb, dude. Do not besmirch the good name of Logan Webb, the ace pitcher for the Giants staff. Come on, man. All right.
Okay, yeah, it's the first time I've ever heard that name in my life.
I know, because you're such a baseball connoisseur. That's what it is.
But you know what? We should go to a game sometime at the River Cat Stadium or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see the A's get destroyed by somebody.
Yeah, you're right. Seriously, I was thinking about getting, my dad's a Dodgers fan. Which
a Dodgers fan?
Dodgers, yeah, I know.
He likes Dodgers? What the hell?
And I'm not.
Did he tell you this? Like, son, I really wanted a daughter. I'm a big Dodger fan.
And to be fair, I don't like to advertise that because I still think it's morally reprehensible to support a Los Angeles-based professional sports team.
Okay, now I've never asked you this on air or off air. Like, why? What's wrong with Los Angeles? I lived in Los Angeles for a while. It was fine. It was cool. It was all good.
Yeah, dude, fuck the Lakers and fuck the Clippers.
The Clippers fuck themselves.
Okay,
they're
the Clippers. The Clippers aren't winning a championship, but they're not bad. I mean, stupid ass Steve Ballmer injected all their money in there.
They're not good either. They're maybe at their best will win a first round playoff series. That's the Clippers.
Yeah, well, that's better than the Kings.
Well, I mean,
dude, it's just
there are many things that are better than the Kings. That's
It's just they get large market favoritism.
Okay,
so
but in what way? How does that manifest itself?
It manifests itself in the Lakers being gifted Luka Doncic for nothing.
Luka Doncic he's like Zach LaVine. He's like a slightly better Zach LaVine. He doesn't play any defense. He's really good
he's
player.
Better than Zach LaVine.
No, he's definitely better than Zach LaVine.
He's like a generational talent.
Well, I mean, he tells you that. I haven't seen anything from Luka that make me think he's a generational talent.
Dude, Luka single-handedly dragged the Mavericks to the finals.
I think that's given him a lot of credit to say that.
Yeah, he deserves it. There was some good supporting pieces, but I mean,
having watched him with the Lakers last year, he's not doing nothing. I mean,
he just got traded over there. I mean, dude, watch. I hate to say it, but he's going to have a good season this season. Well, if he's not, he just got injured again.
That remains
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
But anyway, so the NBA basically gifted. So fuck the Lakers. They're the New York Yankees of the NBA.
Okay, I'll agree. Yeah, that's no doubt. That's true.
Yeah, their fans should never be happy. if I had 3 wishes, I would make sure that one of them was
make sure they're bereft of happiness.
The Lakers never get to win another basketball game, but they don't get to dissolve the franchise.
Okay, so you have to just live in that purgatory.
Yeah, no, the Lakers have to go 0-82
every year,
so that every Lakers fan has to live in despair and feel the disappointment, sell their Lakers gear, complain on blog posts. I want nothing but Schadenfreude for every Lakers fan.
Well, that's very big issue.
If you choose to root for the Lakers, then
you have it coming. What you're saying?
Yeah, well, we can still be friends, and we all make mistakes, but that is a moral injury.
Okay, what about the Dodgers?
You've sustained.
What about the Dodgers? What do they do?
So, I mean, that's the thing. The stink of the Lakers in Los Angeles based right, because I'm sure that there's a Venn diagram that has a lot of overlap between Lakers fans and Dodgers fans.
Of course, yeah, it's LA.
Right. Yeah. So again, I want those Lakers fans to be miserable.
The thing that the Dodgers did that makes me mad is they're in the same division as the Giants. This tells me that they should go down and die and burn.
Cool, works for me. Fine.
They should die and burn like pigs in hell for that reason, if nothing else. You know what I mean?
You and I aren't that.
It's because of what they do towards the Giants. No. The Giants win the NL West. God damn it! That's what happens.
You guys finally heard Scott's dark side. We've been spending over 100 episodes of me trying to coax out the dark side of Scott Allen, and you heard it here first.
Nobody beats the Giants in NL West.
Dude, I'm with you, man. Dude, embrace your anger, my son. Good. It's good. Come to the dark side, Scott.
And honestly, fuck the Rams too for the same reason. The Rams are in the NFC West.
You're hating makes you strong, Scott. Good.
You know what, though? Here's how I like to look at it. I want the Giants and the Niners to be so good that I don't have to worry about what the Rams and the Dodgers are doing. Let's
they're
get irrelevant.
Let's get back to the suffering of the Rams and Dodgers. No, I like this.
I will always
Scott,
lean towards my better Angels. I will always lean towards them,
come to the dark side. Your hate makes you strong.
No, I'll never join you.
You guys heard it here first. Scott Allen begins his journey towards the dark side.
Well, once you start down the dark path, forever it will dominate your destiny. Consume you it will.
So there you go.
As it did Obi-Wan's apprentice.
Awesome. Dude, come join me over here on this side of the table for the podcast.
No, this side of the table is fine. I'm good.
Halloween's right around the corner,
Oh, my God. You keep trying to will this in existence. It's still ways away.
I'm over here manifesting.
It's all the way at the end of October. We're not even close to that
you know what? I went to Walgreens the other day.
Oh, my God. Sorry, man.
To buy... I know. Well, there aren't that many left around here, right? The one that was closest to my house.
There's Walgreens where I live, too. So, I mean, there's some out there.
Well, the one that was closest to us out here in Carmichael that became a homeless encampment, it's been shut down.
Was it because of the homeless encampment?
I think so. I mean, there was a number of times that I witnessed quite a bit of shoplifting at that Walgreens.
And that was just in your own pockets, too. You're like, oh, my God.
Right.
Look at all the things I'm stealing. What the fuck am I doing?
Nobody stopped me. Dude, I got so much hand moisturizer.
It's so good. Yeah.
So I had to go to the one over on Arden next to Whole Foods. That's still open. And much to my pleasure, there were like Halloween decorations all over the place.
I was at Costco the other day. Same thing. There's tons of Halloween stuff. There's like the giant lawn skeletons and stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude. It's okay, so for years I've been dealing with like all the lesser stupid fucking holidays like Christmas getting advertised like overlapping with Thanksgiving.
They do ignore Thanksgiving though. You have to give them the credit for that. They just ignore its existence.
Oh, that's great.
Nobody acknowledges Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving may as well not exist.
Yeah, so I feel like it's this is a step in the right direction towards my plan of just run Halloween from October 31st all the way to January 1st and just delete all other holidays. Now, if we could start Halloween in like mid-August.
Now, you're talking about the weather playing along with that too. Like let's start getting the fall weather happening.
Yeah, that would be great too.
I think most people would sign up for that actually.
Yeah. No, hey, look, my whole pitch for Halloween, like 3 months of Halloween.
Mm-hmm. 3 months Halloween
or more.
We kind of get it. We kind of get it. Like by the school starts, as people immediately start thinking Halloween as soon as school starts. My son started school this week, so it's one of those things where it's
nice. He's already thinking Halloween.
As soon as school starts, everyone starts thinking Halloween.
Dude,
like we're moving to fall now.
So cool. Another interesting. So this is kind of like related, and I'll you and your son are invited when we pull this off. I've come to discover. So the new Alien TV series just started on
right?
Alien Earth, and it's fucking good.
I heard it's got awesome Rotten Tomatoes and stuff. It's like people.
Yeah, actually I've only got one very very small complaint, and it's like microscopic. So
not enough murder.
Okay. So part of the plot has to do with
spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Here's your chance to tune out, watch Alien Earth, come back to our podcast. Now, don't do that. Keep listening to our podcast.
Yeah, it's not.
And then make sure to like, rate, and subscribe.
Yep, please do. And check out our website at xhsband.com.
Yep, we'll repeat all that later. But anyway, so there. Okay, so part of the plot. So that like synthetics play a major role. I mean, artificial intelligence is a major.
So this
part
is like
of
this is like putting people's consciousness in the artificial bodies, though, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's never been done in this. Like you were either a synthetic, like Ash or Bishop.
Yep.
Or you were human, and now there's also the introduction of cyborgs, which are like artificially enhanced humans, right?
Okay.
So.
How far? What's the timeline of this? Is this after Aliens? Is it like before?
This happens 2 years before the events of the original film.
Oh, okay. So this is a prequel.
Kind of. It happens, although it's not. Okay, Noah Hawley, the showrunner, says that he's not going to recognize Prometheus or Covenant.
Really?
Yeah,
well, really,
so he's not doing the black goo thing, and he's not fucking with the engineers. At least that's what he says. Yeah. I mean, that could totally be a red herring, so that like in season 2 when it's revealed, you know what I mean, it has more impact. So I don't trust that
he's basically thinking Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. That's the timeline.
I think just Alien and Aliens.
Okay, that's all that. Well, that makes sense because there's really good ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, like Resurrection just needs to be that movie hasn't.
3 is not good either. Alien 3,
they fucked up 3. There's an assembly cut of 3 that's better.
Yeah. They should have just kept going. I mean,
they shouldn't have killed Hicks off screen.
Exactly, and same with oh my God, what's the girl's name? The little girl.
Oh, Newt.
Yeah, but all those people that you were with at the end of Aliens, they just flushed at the beginning of Aliens.
I wouldn't mind if they killed Newt.
But I mean, like you were investing in these people, you liked this from the previous movie, and then they just flushed them out the window. It's like, well, what the hell is that? You know what I mean?
I could have done with like, okay, maybe like they get rid of Newt because I don't want like children in my entertainment, and then
there are people who feel otherwise. Just so you know.
Then, well, this is the Alien. This is, I mean, although it's okay, there is one other aspect that's a little, I don't know, that gives me pause because Disney owns it now, right?
Well, Disney owns a lot of things, so yeah. One of the many things they own.
So there's a scene in the first episode where there's footage from the animated Peter Pan being used.
Okay.
And like the only reason that's happening is because Disney owns the series, right? Like they wouldn't.
Is that like just they're watching it, like hanging out on a Saturday night, like, hey, you guys want to watch Peter Pan?
Well, so the main character Wendy, she starts off as Marcy, who's a child who's like got cancer. She's gonna die, right?
Okay.
So her father like signed her over to the Prodigy Corporation. So basically, in this
as most good fathers would do, yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, cancer or not, imagine if you could just like if you got stuck with a kid, you could just sign it off to a corporation. You're like,
and who knows what they're gonna do? Probably something good, right?
And then you're off the hook. I mean, that would be a great solution.
I'm sure nothing negative ever has come from signing off your kid to a corporation.
I think that would be a great solution to the horrors of parenthood.
That's true, and then the whole introduction to a whole other slew of horrors.
Yeah. Well, no, but not for you. You'd be off the hook. Like, I mean,
is there any kind of cash going? Like, there's like a cash, like, hey,
you're making it sound even better.
It's like a $20 Target gift card that he got back or something.
I really like this Dark Side Scott today.
No, I'm not.
This is the whole Dark Side Scott.
No.
I love it. So
I'm just trying to meet you where you are, Ryan. I
appreciate that.
I'm on this journey with you, man. No,
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, $20 gift card is a $20 gift card, man.
I know, and and then you don't have any kids.
Yeah,
and that's like the real reward.
Or you can go get like a Red Bull or something.
You go, now you have a Red Bull. It gets better and better.
Like Target, and then
see, it all starts with I don't have kids, and then I have a gift card, and then I get a Red Bull. It just keeps getting better.
They can't get better. I mean, what else could you ever want?
Fuck, I don't know, man. Like the upward trajectory just continues, man.
Sky's the limit,
dude. The stock just keeps pumping.
It's true.
So,
just like the real stock market.
Fuck not today. God damn it. I know.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. So anyway, so there's footage being used from Peter Pan, and that just of course.
What's the context like? How are they watching Peter Pan footage? Like, what's?
Well, I mean, do you want me to like fully spoil it?
In universe, like, how come they're watching? Oh, it's because it's a kid. Is that why? Or?
So the kid is gonna have her consciousness. So her father, like, they had a funeral for her. Her name's Marcy.
Okay, yeah.
And so she's going to be the first person in history to have their consciousness transferred from her flesh and blood body to a synthetic body.
Okay.
Yeah. So like in an instant, and it's an adult body too. So she goes from being like 11 years old, like, with some kind of cancer that's going to kill her, and on the last day of her life, they transfer her consciousness into the body of a synthetic.
Okay. Yep.
And then she wakes up and she chooses they ask her to choose a new name, and so she chooses Wendy from Peter Pan.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, okay.
Right?
So she's a fan of the movie. That's what you're saying.
So she's watching the movie on a screen while she lays on a table, and they transfer her consciousness. Now, so the one thing is that, there's actual animated Peter Pan footage in the film.
Yep. Are you okay, man? Probably took a while to recover from.
Well, it just bothers me because it just reminds you that Disney owns everything. If it were some other movie, if it were some other production house making this series, like, Disney wouldn't license the rights to Peter Pan. It wouldn't even be in the plot.
Yeah, maybe it should be Captain America: Civil War or something she's watching.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it wasn't like Face Off with Nicolas Cage.
That would be rad, actually, dude. Come on. Nicolas Cage facing off against an evil John Travolta.
No, yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Now, so my one gripe is that there's footage from an animated Disney movie in my Alien show.
Okay.
And that just, like, something about that just...
oh man! Just wait till like episode 6 when like Spider-Man saves them. That's going to be like, it's going to just drive you over the edge.
Well, so now there is plenty of like gory footage of the alien like ripping people to fucking bloody shreds. So like they definitely did not skimp on the quality of the xenomorph murder. So everybody needs to tune in at least just for that.
Now I had heard actually there was less xenomorphs in this than other alien stuff.
There's plenty of xenomorph. There's just also other deadly alien species.
Okay, very cool.
So there's plenty of xeno murder, which is fantastic,
okay.
Right? And that makes everything better.
Sure. That's what they say. That's the old
I mean,
saying,
dude, if they could like start introducing the xenomorph into like, I don't know, like the next Lion King movie or something, like that would be fucking. Imagine if
Mufasa.
Simba, yeah, like imagine like if stupid fucking Simba had like a chest burster like burst out of his chest, and now there's this like kick ass, lion xenomorph. Or like what about like Beauty and the Beast, right? Like
Beast has a chest burster.
Yeah, like the Beast opens up the egg and then the face hugger, and then later on like some Beast xenomorph bursts out of his chest and he fucking died. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, okay, totally.
That would make every. Oh my God! What about like what if like Wall-E like discovered like a wrecked engineer?
Stuff. I mean, there's like it's machine. You know
it could, but like what if he encounters like David on planet LV-265 or something?
This is all great and all, but I think we already have the perfect treatise, which is
that'd be so cool.
The Predator versus Mandalorian.
Oh, that would be. Trust me, that would be fucking great.
If you go back to one of our classic episodes, we like Ryan laid the whole thing out.
I fixed all the stuff. I fixed Star Wars. Now I'm gonna fix Disney.
Okay, well I don't know, man. I don't know if you can fix Disney. There's a lot
I know,
to do
I totally
there.
can.
There's a lot to do there, but just be glad you have a new Alien show, man. It's all good.
No, I am glad. I am glad. And then, so the other thing is that when they transfer her consciousness from her body to the synthetic body, like basically she's just lying on a table next to the other table, and then the table just kind of flashes while she watches Peter Pan, and then her. You know, I thought they should have at least like removed her cranium to expose her brain or something. Like it should have been invasive as they they removed her consciousness from her human body and put it into synthetic.
I would totally like have a thing like they had to call Geek Squad in and it's not working for whatever reason. It turns out they had the wrong USB and they had to switch this over and upgrade. And wait. Did you make sure to restart it? Make sure you had the current version of the consciousness transfer app. Make sure you had that up there. Make sure you have the new iPhone 14 version of that. Right.
Sure.
That's what I want. I want that.
And then by the end of the episode, like the consciousness still isn't transferred.
Yeah. And they have to go on tech support and say, hey, no, I did restart it. No, I'm telling you, the current app version is what I have. Right. No, I don't have that.
And then they all have to. Then they have to drag the girl's body and the synthetic over to the like 22nd century version of Best Buy.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have to like,
just drop it off for a while.
All right, well, let me see. Oh, and the guy's sitting there like not even looking at you with his like phone. He's like, okay, yeah, here's what you gotta do. Okay, fine, whatever. And then they fix it.
And then later, one of the engineers for the company like gets arrested because there was like they found some stuff on the synthetic's hard drive.
Yeah, it was like some questionable things.
Some questionable stuff.
I think that's you and I. We're doing the wrong with this guitar and podcasting thing.
It's just
we really should be writing screenwriting because we have all these ideas. They're so good and they have nothing to do with rock guitar either. So sorry, everyone. We talked about the Kings. We talked about the Dodgers and the Giants. We talked about aliens.
Okay, here's how it relates to guitar.
All right, here we go. He's going to bring it home.
To guitar. Okay, so there is like, dude, I cheered out loud at the end of episode 1.
Okay, we're talking about Alien Earth.
Yeah, Alien Earth episode 1. Dude, I cheered out loud because in the final scene, like, you can hear the, like, end bumper music before it goes to credits. And, like, and it's this synth thing, right? And then, like, I realized... No, it's... Shit, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that because whoever's in charge of like the music for the series, it was a deep enough cut to where I know that whoever's in charge also likes that song.
Okay.
Like it was.
What was like some like deep-cut thing that you and I would know about and be into? I mean.
Yeah, totally. So remember when and it's cool because I've been teaching this song lately.
So it's a synth thing from a guitar song that you teach regular. I'm trying to think, what song would that be? The only thing coming off my head is freaking Final Countdown. I'd be surprised if they did that.
No, it was. I gotta find it. I'll play it on the podcast so you guys can experience it.
I don't know. I'm sure you guys are totally riveted right now as we're sitting here trying to remember what the song is that he was on. I'm sure anyone who saw Alien Earth, maybe you can like scream at us and maybe we'll hear it somehow.
So if anybody has so remember, let's see if I can find it's got to be the
but you cheered out loud. This made you so excited that you literally stopped and stood and cheered and said, oh my God. Yep. All right, here we go. I'm sure this is not copyrighted.
Well, so is the
Nice.
Fucking mob rules. And so there was this like synth intro. I forget what they called it. I I forget what they called it. It was so it was basically a synth thing, right? So it was basically like the live show opening like music, right?
For Sabbath.
Yeah, it was called like NB. So like it just had like numbers. I'm gonna search for like the intro.
Well, that actually.
There we go. E5150 is what they called it. So the end of the show, like you can hear this synth thing, right? And I was thinking to myself, fuck, dude, I know what this is, but I can't put my finger on it. And then when the melody comes in, you'll hear it. And like anybody who watched the animated Heavy Metal movie.
Oh, sure.
Right? Like they use this too. But this is like the opening track on the Mob Rules album.
It's kind of like 1984 for Van Halen, like that synth thing at the beginning, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you're the bound.
So you're like getting all excited at this point, like, oh my God, you're playing.
Because I didn't recognize it right in the context of the show. This. And then I realized I know what note comes next.
This is Tony Iommi.
So cool.
Riding in. Sabbath, so good, man.
So good.
So good. Yeah, it's.
And now it's in my Alien TV show. So I just thought, fuck, man, someone's making this show just for me.
Yeah, they really like inside baseball for you, exactly.
Totally, dude. Yeah, just minus the Disney bullshit.
They know somewhere deep down inside you appreciate it. So. Any second now, it's gonna kick in. It's gonna be badass.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know how long this was like creeping under the scene.
Okay.
So like if you didn't know what this was, then you would think it was just sci-fi music.
Yeah,
right?
like part
for
of the soundtrack,
a sci-fi program.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds pretty sci-fi, so I mean, it makes sense. It would go with that. Yeah.
There's other notes besides this one note. At some point, it's gonna like change. This isn't that one.
So this is the thing that they used to do at Sabbath, like when they had the curtain up and stuff before the band hit the stage. This is the music they were playing.
Yeah, this is how you know the concert's
kind of like Carmina Burana for Ozzy. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah. Aliens are gonna get you.
It was that melody where I was like, oh wait, it starts here, I think. And I was like, cool, it's gonna go high. There it is.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna resolve. And that's when I was like, holy fuck. They're putting this in my. And then it clips to the credits.
Yeah, it's always a good day when you hear Ronnie
Fuck,
singing.
it was so cool. Yeah, so first episode of Alien Earth, you get E5150 Mob. It's called E5150.
Yep. Fucking stealing from Van Halen, those sons of bitches.
You know, you're only as good as who you steal from.
That's true.
So that means they're the best.
That's true. Well, I mean, that version of Sabbath is freaking sick.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So, dude, I'm getting chills just even sharing it with our audience. I just thought, fuck, finally a piece of entertainment. Not since, like, piece of shit David Zaslav at Warner Brothers.
Tell me how you really feel.
Canceled Raised by Wolves.
I know, yeah.
To ruin the HBO streaming service, which they're now going to call HBO Max again because they realized calling it Max was fucking stupid.
Yep.
You know, and then they merged it with bullshit Discovery Channel, so you just get more episodes of My 600-Pound Sister Wives.
Or was it like Renovation Showdown or whatever it is?
Renovation 600-Pound Sister Wife Showdown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Sister Wife Showdown, like 30-Day Fiance.
Resurrection or whatever.
Right.
Deadliest to Catch.
God, people stop watching reality TV. You're making the world a worse place.
No, that's
stop it.
Objectively true, but at the same time, that's not going to happen. You know, I know that's.
I'm here to yuck your fucking yum, reality TV viewers. You know, if they canceled all the reality TV shows at Warner Brothers, and then just took that budget and like they could then just like relaunch Raised by Wolves.
Yeah, and I think that I understand. I want everybody to support you. I understand where you're coming from, and I respect that. But
I want stuff that doesn't suck.
I have to live in the real world, though. That's just we all know that's not going to happen.
Anyway,
we're gonna get a bunch more renovation shows starring questionable people. That's just what's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's just
what is it on South Park? White people renovating houses.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, now, I'm glad you brought up Mob Rules, because that brings up a thing that's that we're actually going to talk about guitar stuff now.
Yeah, because this is Rock Guitar Confidential with Scott and Ryan. Welcome back.
The approach to like if you're trying to teach someone something, or say you're doing a cover yourself, like what is the approach that's the appropriate approach? Do you take the I'm going to go ahead and do note for note, not only note for note, but even position for position of the original artist? Like we were talking about if you're playing like an E F sharp on the B string versus playing E F sharp on the G string or the D string. Like, does that matter? Do you care what position it's in? Is it a personal choice? Do you feel like that matters? I'd like your thoughts on that, and then I'll throw my thoughts out there, and we'll see if there's any Venn diagramming between the two thoughts.
Awesome. We love Venn diagramming on our audio only show.
I've always been more of a fan of pie charts, actually, but that doesn't work as well in this situation.
And again, since we are totally audio, so our audience will have to use their imagination.
Yes, I have faith that our audiences can think of what a Venn diagram or / a pie chart is.
Yes, and I've got faith that our audience has an imagination.
That's true. I agree.
Right. Yep.
Exactly.
Totally.
So what are your thoughts? So how do you handle it? What do you think is the right approach to that?
So here's how this came up. So as all of our listeners know intimately, Ozzy Osbourne met his demise a few weeks ago, right? Like on the same day that we were recording this program.
I know. Within minutes of it, we weren't even planning on doing the podcast on that. It was just like, holy shit, Ozzy just died.
I know.
Yeah.
So just in an update to that news story, so Ozzy is still dead.
Thanks for listening to the Rock Guitar Confidential podcast with Ryan and Scott. Please make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. Now back to the show. Yep. It's going on 2 weeks now. He's still dead.
Yep, Ozzy is still dead. We're sorry to report.
Yeah.
But in the wake of that,
the world is objectively a sadder place now.
That is correct. Absolutely. We need someone. Yes, we do. We need a new someone to rise up and
become the next Ozzy.
Yeah, we really do, man.
I think we're in real big danger of Lizzie Hale being that person.
I like Lizzie Hale.
I like Lizzie Hale too, but
she's a little non-controversial though. I need somebody. I need somebody to make the pearl clutchers clutch their pearls.
She could do it. I think she could do it.
Well, she's a woman.
Yeah, that's right there.
So we know that Ozzy's opponents, they're afraid of women.
Yeah.
So Lizzie Hale's got that going on.
Yeah, totally. I think she's talented. She's unapologetically who she is. That's pretty dangerous.
She needs to get a little more satanic.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe if she would join
can she just be atheist? That'd be even better. That'd drive them even more crazy.
If she were outspoken, I'd love it.
That'd be even
great.
more driving them crazy.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah, that'd be
So how can she the problem is that she's not going to increase in popularity because she plays rock.
Yeah,
I know that fucking sucks.
I mean, it depends on. Maybe she can start getting a reality show.
So how do we? Okay, wait. Now we're cooking though. How do we? We should start a petition to get Lizzie Hale on as an opener for Taylor Swift on the next Taylor Swift.
You mean
tour.
Lizzie Hale as a solo artist, or you mean Hailstorm?
Whatever it takes to get Lizzie Hale in front of Swift's audience. I don't care. Solo artist, Skid Row frontwoman, Hailstorm.
I don't fucking care. Skid Row. That's right. Yeah.
Right. Have her get up and do a rock cover duet with Taylor Swift for
Taylor
one
Swift's
song.
a huge Def Leppard fan, so there's a lot of room they could go.
Oh, fuck yes, dude! Taylor Swift and Lizzie Hale doing Photograph
or freaking High and Dry. That'd be even cooler. You know what
Shit,
I mean?
That'd be fucking great.
Or Mirror Mirror. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Can you look into my eyes? That'd be a rap.
Dude, I'd like to hear Gods of War.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite Def Leppard songs
Me
of all
too.
time.
Yeah, that'd be. So now we're getting into the deep cuts again.
Oh my God, that's where we live, dude. We live in the deep cuts.
Or dude, how about Rocket?
I hate Rocket. No,
dude,
one of the only Def Leppard songs I objectively cannot stand is Rocket. Oh my God,
so I like Rocket.
Rocket. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah,
just for me,
that's a big
that is a pushing the button of the past. I'm gonna go back to Animal or Love Bites. That's the songs on either side of that.
Well, I mean that's an arena song.
I know. It's just so Rocket. Yeah,
dude, I like it.
That's all good.
It's okay.
I want you to be happy.
And the song is an homage to like
Gary Glitter and stuff,
the glam rock that like Sweet. And
I just feel like everything around
T-Rex.
that, everything else on that album is so much better than that song. That's such the weak link on that whole album. You know what I mean? It's, at least in my opinion. That's always been.
I mean, there's a lot of great songs on that.
That's always been a skip song for me. That one. But
I feel like there's another song on that album that I skipped, but I can't remember what it was. I probably skipped Love Bites the most because it was the ballad.
It's a great song though.
It is.
Yeah. I love Love and Affection too. The song that ends on that album. That's a great song too. Oh my God, freaking. Run Riot. That's a cool song.
Yeah, that's right. That's a deep cut too.
Run Riot and Don't Shoot Shotgun are both pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean? And Gods of War is freaking awesome. I love that song.
And that's a Steve Clark song too.
Yeah, I mean, most of those songs were co-writes between everybody. Like everybody in the band, because Joe writes too.
Right.
So Joe and Phil and but
like the guitar lick, the that's Steve Clark.
If you've ever taught any Steve Clark solos, you know that it's like he's the theme guy. Everything's a theme. Like if you look at the Pour Some Sugar Me solo, and so it's all theme based. It's not like licks. He's not like shredding or anything.
Which is why it's so memorable.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. It's cool that they had that kind of counterpoint too between Phil and him, because Phil was like more like the guitar player guy.
Sure, yeah.
And then
Phil Collins underrated as fuck.
Great guitar player.
Great guitar player.
Still very tasteful too. I mean, look at this Photograph solo. That's Phil Collins, man. But if you look at like the Steve stuff, it's kind of a counterpart. It's almost like Steve would be the guy that does like the melodic theme solo, and then Phil would do like the more ripping solo. If that makes sense. It's cool.
Yeah, wholeheartedly agree. Great 1-2 punch.
I mean, most people, and I'm with them. I'm a huge Dave Murray and Adrian Smith fan. I'm a huge Glenn and KK fan.
Yeah.
I mean, but to me,
dude, I'm a huge Scott Allen and Ryan Bowe fan.
It's the best one that's ever happened.
Right.
The other guys are garbage compared to us.
Seriously.
Yeah. But my favorite two duos that really shaped me the most are Michael Wilton and Chris DeGarmo.
Oh yeah.
Steve Clark and Phil Collins.
And Andy LaRocque and Pete Black.
I was later to the party on that, so I was already kind of fully formed when I discovered King Diamond.
I've got to, I give Andy LaRocque like most of the credit,
and
I've got to give Pete Black.
I love Andy LaRocque and all the guys have been in the band with him.
And in truth, like Andy LaRocque was kind of more the like melodic guy, and Pete Black was kind of more the shred.
It's kind of like that now too.
Yeah,
Mike
totally.
Weed, right? It's Mike Weed's more the ripping.
Totally, and I love Mike Weed, but man, I wish Pete Black had just stuck around. He was so fucking good.
The tone and the whammy and the attitude and the attack that Andy has is the thing that gets me. It's just so great.
Absolutely.
His note choices and stuff, and how it bends and his tone. It's just.
And Pete Black had like a ferocity to like the way he would like sweep an arpeggio or just attack a phrase. Like Pete Black just wants to like set you on fire every time he picks up the guitar.
Yep.
So I just I don't know, man. I don't know what happened.
Two guitar bands, you actually see usually that's the case. There's like a guy that's more the melodic guy, and then a guy that's more the ripping your face off guy. Almost, I think I would say Adrian's more the ripping your face off guy, and Dave's more the melodic guy. And then
I think you and I are both the rip your face off guy.
That's true. I think that the difference between you and me is that you're more of a melodic sort of harmonized. There's like your stuff's more thought out, whereas my stuff's more like I'm just going to sit here and play a bunch of solos until something cool
off
happens.
The cuff. Yeah, we have different approaches.
That's the difference between you and me when it comes to that, because my solos are always improvised. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But not like I don't just improvise it once, say good enough. I just sit there and keep playing until something cool happens.
Until something cool happens.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, that's cool, I like that, and then if I get like an idea, I'm gonna go, okay, I'm gonna move in that direction, but it's not like I pre-plan anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why we're one of the greatest two guitar tandems of all time,
as is well known in the world.
Absolutely,
this is written.
Yep, absolutely.
So, but anyway, let's get back to our original topic. I'm trying to bring us all.
So I'm teaching Mr. Crowley to a bunch of people, and I've got a bunch of like handwritten charts from
that you wrote yourself.
That I wrote myself,
just
because when I first started like teaching this like 16 years ago, that's just all I had. I didn't have the resources that I have now to assist in teaching people stuff.
And in the tradition that you've always long held, that was on human flesh, skin, written in blood, right?
Oh, absolutely, definitely. It's very Necronomicon. Yep, absolutely.
Written in blood and human flesh.
That's correct. Yes,
that's as is traditional,
and it's not my blood or flesh.
Yes, of course.
So don't
I don't know where you can get that. It's like Office Max. Is that where you find that?
Yeah, well, they used to have a section in Office Max.
Okay, like human flesh.
Well, like around Halloween.
Yeah, and then
so I had to stock up in October.
Pilot human blood pens.
Yes, the pilot blood pens. Yes, absolutely. Yep. And of course, they're all calligraphy pens, so it's all written in calligraphy.
Do you have a quill? Do you have like one with like a quill and you dip it in a little thing?
That's right. And I wrote it out by candlelight on a dark, rainy night on a full moon.
Yep,
yes,
exactly.
As is tradition. Yes, as is tradition.
Yeah,
right? In a chamber, not unlike the Diary of a Madman cover.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yes,
that's what I would expect.
Yes,
anything else would be disappointing.
That's right. Exactly. So, so I've been really, so that's my version of Mr. Crowley, right? And there's
one that you teach and have taught. Yeah.
Well, there's a way I like to play it, which I'm coming to realize is heavily influenced by like the Zakk Wylde and Jake E. Lee interpretations.
Yep. Which are cool and awesome in their own way, you know.
Absolutely. Now the Randy Rhoads, like the album version, I mean, he played it differently, right? Yeah. Like he's making certain choices. I mean, it's still essentially, you know, he's playing like a really interesting like voicing of D minor, right? Whereas I'm playing like an open position D5 over A.
I think that might be an overdub, though. I don't think that's like he's playing that. I think he's probably got the power chord and then he's overdubbing that minor chord over it.
Well, and so when you listen to the isolated track that's available on YouTube, it's double tracked, so you're getting left and right. And then when I compare that to the official sheet music, you know, which is now in my possession, that's what I'm deducing. Right, like you can hear it. One of the tracks is the D minor chord that I'm playing that's written on the sheet.
See, I would think if I was Randy and I was approaching this, and I'm not saying I was, but I would probably do the heavy power chords and the distortion, the heavy tone with like just straight up fifths and stuff, and maybe single notes.
Yeah.
And then I would come back later with a slightly different guitar tone, and then I'd throw in the things with the thirds over it, so that it feels more like it's popping more. Because if you play with that same crunch tone, those thirds are going to get this dissonance. That the intervals between them are going to sound not as good. So to me, that's the way you would do it. You get like a JC 120 or something, or you get like a Vendor clean sound and overdub that part so that it sounds cooler. You know what I mean? It sounds more fidelity is better. You know what I mean? And
yeah, agreed.
Now, to me, I talked about this earlier. I always listen to the live tribute version of Randy's stuff to kind of think, well, how did Randy think was the important parts? Because obviously live he's just him and there's like Don Airy on keyboards and Rudy Sarzo on bass.
Yeah, that's a great point too.
And it's like, well, this is the part that Randy felt was like the important part. You know what I mean? And because when you have like something that's heavily overdubbed, you have to make decisions like which part do I keep, which part do I chuck if I'm only one guitar player.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to me, that's Randy's like, oh, this is what I would do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's a very good point.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree. I tried to explain like there's a trend among like, you know, guitar students these days. Well, I'm going to play it exactly like it is on the album.
Yeah.
So I can make my TikTok video playthrough.
Yeah, that's a newish thing. I think that when we were kids, it was never that way. You know, it was never the goal. I mean, maybe for some people, but I know for me and all the people I knew and respected, it was like you wanted to make it your own. The goal is like I always took Van Halen's approach. Like if Van Halen did a cover song, they did a Van Halen cover song.
Right.
You know, they made it sound like Van Halen. They didn't try and make it sound like the Kinks or Roy Orbison or Linda Ronstadt or whatever it's going to be. You know, they did their own version of it, and that's proudly, in fact, so much so that sometimes people didn't even know what song it was. It's like,
which Linda Ronstadt tune?
You're no good.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep.
And they did Where Have All the Good Times Gone. They did obviously, You Really Got Me, which is like one of their biggest first hits.
Well, that's the Kinks.
Yeah. Pretty Woman. That obviously they did Drive Down. So they had a bunch of covers that they did, but they always sounded like Van Halen. They didn't sound like the original band.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've always thought that's exactly how you do it. You make it your version of that. You know, when Megadeth did No More Mr. Nice Guy, that kind of thing. They did the Megadeth version of that song. They didn't try and make it sound like Alice Cooper. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's how you do it. You kind of make it sound like you.
That's right.
And that's something that I think has kind of been lost in the translation over the years. That like the idea of, I think that's true about across the board. Look at how people approach learning guitar now too. It's not like trying to find their voice and try and do their thing.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep up with the Joneses and find like what's the cool thing that everyone's into. I'm going to do that and make my TikToks and make my YouTube shorts or whatever and just go do what everyone's doing. And that doesn't lead to innovation or interesting music usually when you're just jumping on whatever the trend is. You know what I mean?
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree. And so it's been kind of cool that I've been taking some students through this now. So,
are you talking your way through this process with them too? I explain like this is how. Okay, yeah.
Yep. And so this is the cool thing that I didn't expect, because now like we're having a lesson where, okay, here's the handwritten thing. Like this is my version of Mr. Crowley. Here's the official sheet music, and we'll listen to Randy's ISO tracks. Now there's also if anybody wants to search on YouTube, look up Ozzy Concert Pro Shot. Just because the words Pro Shot are in there, it'll give you an entire 1988 Ozzy Osbourne concert
with Zakk.
Is that
the one in Philly?
I think so.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
So Zakk, Randy Castillo, and Geezer Butler's on.
This is back when Zakk was like a young lad, not the berserker Viking guy he is.
Yes,
today.
this is before Zakk became a biker Viking.
Yeah.
So this is like what I think. In my opinion, this is the best Zakk.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. This is like in his prime. This is like on my like old Gibson Attitude poster Zakk. It's that Zakk.
The great Zakk ended after No More Tears. That's the great Zach. That was like
yes.
the last bit of great Zach. And then,
although
I really like new Zach, I do. But
yeah, I like new Zach too. I like Osmosis. You know, that's kind of
I
like
love freaking Black Label Society, Pride and Glory.
Yeah, totally, I mean, same thing. Yeah, absolutely.
So
we still love Zach.
To new Zach, but the old Zach was like the bomb, man. When he came in, I was like, holy shit, this guy's amazing.
It was like, this guy just came out.
Not surprisingly, this new Ozzy guitar player is fucking amazing.
Yeah, this new Ozzy guitar player is just fucking fire.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's never happened before.
I get it.
Except for every time the Aussies ever brought a new guitar player. Yeah.
Yep.
Including Joe Holmes and Gus G and Brad Gillis too. I'll throw that.
Totally. I wish Gus G had got an album. Fuck, dude.
Well, he did an album. He just didn't get to write the album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to do solos on the
Got to write an album. Yeah.
That was a huge missed opportunity about their part. They should have let Gus write that record.
And it was a huge missed opportunity at the farewell concert. I mean, they should have Ozzy should have done. I mean, he could only do what he could do. He's about to fucking die. But
as we know now, I mean,
it would have been cool if he could have done like a song with like each one of his guitar players, or get them all up on stage for one song.
Have him get there and do like Perry Mason with like Joe, and then or something like that, and then because that's what he toured that album with him.
Yeah.
And then have him do something off Scream with Gus, then have him do with like Bark at the Moon or Ultimate Sin with Jake, and then
there should have been like a montage of guitar players.
Yeah, I agree. That should have been what it is. I think that's. I mean, I don't know, I'm just speculating, but I feel like that's driven by Sharon. I don't think she wanted to share any of the credit with the other guitar.
She didn't want to share in any of the credit.
Sharon, she was not down for sharing the credit.
Fuck Sharon, man.
I think that's what it was.
And you know what? Release the Randy footage.
This is about Ozzy. This is not about them. I think that's kind of her thing. And so they're welcome to be there, but we're not going to make a big deal about them. I mean, Zach played the solo set with Ozzy. He was the guitar player, which I would expect.
Because I would expect. Yeah,
he's been there with him freaking forever. So
he's the longest tenured Ozzy guitar player
by a lot,
right? By a lot now, right? Yeah. But dude, they could have had like Chris Impellitteri sit in for Randy Rhoads or something. You know,
man, he's not big enough name. That's the problem. You know what I mean? It's Joe could have done that though. Joe Holmes could have done the Randy stuff.
Yeah, right. That would have been perfect because he was Randy's student. Yeah, that would have been perfect. Joe Holmes could have done the Randy song, and then Jake could have done, and he did. He could have done Bark at the Moon.
Bark at the Moon or Ultimate Sin or whatever, and then they could have Zach do No More Tears. Or something.
I'm starting to get like bummed out now. It didn't happen. That sucks.
No, that's a missed opportunity, and there's a bunch of missed opportunities that are done for business reasons in that scenario.
Yeah, right. No kidding.
Let me throw my so
it's been cool that there's been this like new this new lesson that's look at that over on my music stand. There's my old handwritten here's how to get through the first part of Mr. Crowley.
Yep.
So
in the keyboard part when you're not doing anything.
What's that? Yeah. Right.
It's a blank sheet. It's a blank sheet, Ryan.
Yeah, that's right.
So the first 30 seconds you just do nothing.
So it's been this cool conversation about okay, here's what it says on the sheet music and here's how you play that, right? Yeah. Now here's how I like to play it and here's why I'm making these choices.
Yeah, yep. Which is great. That shows respect to your student too. I'm not going to just tell you this and then I'm going to explain to you this is what we're doing. This is how it deviates from this. This is why we're doing this. Yep. I'm respecting your agency and your intelligence enough to understand why I'm telling you these things I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do a similar thing. Way less cool. I'll admit this is way less cool. But when I'm teaching Rhiannon from Fleetwood Mac, I'll teach the riff at the beginning and then I'll switch the chords for the verses and the chorus and they'll go back to the riff. Because that song, if you listen to the way it is on the album, Lindsey Buckingham's really never playing a chord. He's always playing little riffy things. It's not like he's strumming an A minor.
Yeah, little bubbly fills and shit.
Yeah, and then the keyboards and the bass are basically driving the chord changes. So, but if you just did Lindsey's part, you would have these secondary fill parts, and it's not really a part. You know what I mean?
You can't sit around the campfire playing secondary fills.
Yeah, exactly. There's no chord changes to do anything, so you couldn't sing over that. So I always explain to my student, okay, we're gonna do the riff part when the riff part's important, and they're gonna take kind of the keyboard bass part, we're gonna make that a guitar part, playing the chords when the vocals are happening. Then we'll go back to the riff part when it's important to go to the riff part and come back to the chords again. So we're kind of creating a part that doesn't actually exist on the album, so that you can do this as one guitarist.
So now is that the that's the keyboard part, right?
Rings like a bell. Then we go to chords on that part. But if you listen to what Lindsey's playing on that part, it's like it's not actually playing a chord change or anything like that.
Yeah, but you could use make a cool little inversion chord progression.
I just take the chords that they're playing and I just make it like a strummed guitar part. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So kind of I always think an acoustic guitar, a single person playing this and singing. How would you do it?
Sure.
So I explained to that same kind of thing you do, okay, this is not really what they're playing, but we're going to kind of do an amalgam of a few different parts to kind of create a part that allows you to play this as a single player. So you can kind of acknowledge all the parts that are there, but you're kind of doing you're creating a part out of whole cloth that is kind of a mix of what everyone's doing so that it kind of works as a one-person thing.
Yeah.
If you had a full band, then you could do it just like Lindsey did, and that's fine. But if you don't have a full band, if you're playing this by yourself, this is what you got to do. Similar thing with the overdubs. If you have Mr. Crowley and you look at all the overdub parts and when do you play the harmony, and if you're one guitar player, you can't play harmony. You got to figure out what's the part of that harmony that matters the most. You know what I mean? And,
right.
And there's like so many decisions you have to make if you're a single player. You know what I mean?
That's absolutely right.
And
I wholeheartedly agree.
And that's going to deviate from the original, but that's okay. And I think the argument I'm making is that it really has always been okay that you can. You can deviate from the original whenever you want. In fact, you should really plan on doing that right away. They should always deviate from the original.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
I mean?
So, I mean, I've been telling people like, look, you can. After explaining like here's how it is here and here's how I like to, if I were, there's a lot of explanation too of like if you listen to just the rhythm track on the recording, like I point out like hear how just like rigid the playing is on this one part, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's like exactly this many strums to articulate the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
To help propel the song forward, right? Now if you're in that's you're double tracking it, like, and I explained like when you're recording something, you have to play so much tighter.
Yeah.
Like the way you play.
Well, also that you're going to come back and record a second version of that for the stereo.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's
so when you're the way you play when you're recording is not the same way that you would play live.
Yeah.
It's a different approach and it's a different feel and a different vibe, right?
Yep.
So. Yeah, so just pointing that out as it should be, right? So the way that I've played it was always, and it's probably, here's why it's like so Zach influenced, is that I learned how to play Mr. Crowley when I was younger with the intention of like playing that with my friends in a band.
Yeah, yeah.
As the only guitar player.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to fill up the space in a different way and make different decisions, right? Mm-hmm. I wasn't learning to play it because I had to double track it for the final recording.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And then your intention was also to kind of morph it into your personal way of doing it too, and that was always the bigger kind of guiding principle behind it too.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so I tell everybody, like, look, you know what? I wholeheartedly expect you to eventually have your version of Mr. Crowley. You're going to pick and choose elements from all of this. I don't expect it to be exactly like my approach.
Yeah,
and I think that's great. This is all part of like you developing as a musician and an artist.
Yep.
And finding your own voice.
That's
right?
actually a great compliment to your instructor too. If you don't do it the same way, if you do your own thing with it, that's what I want. It's like you be you. Don't worry about what I say.
Yeah, don't be me. That's not what we're here for.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't be me. You got to be you. There's no other option. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, like the essence of why I make certain choices, like to serve the song in a certain way. I mean, hopefully your influence, like the good stuff there, carries on. But it doesn't mean you'll come to the same conclusion.
Exactly. Even if there's a difference of opinion, that's still fine. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's totally fine. And then both ideas are valid. It's just a matter of figuring out, okay, which one's best for what you do. You know what I mean?
I mean, as long as we all agree that Disney fucking sucks.
I don't agree with that. So many of my favorite properties are Disney, so I'm not going to agree with you on that. Sorry.
All those properties would be better with
this. Is well-trodden territory.
Sorry, I thought we were just getting a little too serious there on the podcast.
The bear, man, come on. All right, no.
Now, if the bear had a chest burster, it would like poke out.
Oh my god, a chest burster like bear,
dude, a Xeno bear? That'd be awesome. What's a famous Disney bear?
Baloo from Jungle Book?
From Jungle Book.
Oh,
fuck.
There's gotta be another Disney bear though.
Okay, but
is Winnie the Pooh a Disney bear?
Well, yes, kind of, yeah. But I mean, Winnie the Pooh's also in the public domain now, so that's why they can make horror movies like Winnie the Pooh, Blood. So Bambi is in the public domain.
I heard about this. They did a Bambi horror movie, right?
And apparently that's the best one of the bunch. They also did like
of all the terrible ones. It's the best of the terrible ones.
And they did a Steamboat Willie one because.
What?
Well, so I guess
was it animated? It was like the animated Steamboat Willie, or
so I think it's basically a dude in a mouse suit like murdering people, which is fantastic.
But it's a little on the nose, man. They should try and like come up.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, I guess like Disney can copyright like modern Mickey Mouse, but somehow Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse is in the public domain now.
You mean the old one, like from the original, like was
like the original short, yeah. So they were able to make like a Steamboat Willie. You know, and
some producers in Hollywood are doing God's work, man.
And this is why you should all despise Disney. I'm about to lay it out. I'm about to lay it out.
Wait, are you being Reggie Treatise?
Yes, here's my Reggie Treatise. Yes. So Disney takes intellectual property that should belong to all of us and then they make an animated movie out of it, and then they copyright it so that no one else can fucking use it.
Well, that's how business works, though. I
mean, not all. Some businesses come up with their own IPs. Disney has built an empire off of stealing IP from the public domain. So think about that, folks. That's why they suck.
Are you suggesting that a multinational corporation worth billions of dollars is evil?
Not evil, just making the world less rad.
I don't agree with that, dude. I'm sorry.
Just making the world less rad. Right. Although the Alien TV series is a step in the right direction, as long as the xenomorph keeps like slicing people in half with his tail that remain conscious to suffer through the horrors.
Hey, a quick sidebar on that, because this is something that actually has me kind of interested, because I'm getting ready to go see Predator Badlands here in a couple, was it 2 months or something that comes out.
Oh, dude, I want to, let's go together.
Totally. I'd love to go see it.
Yeah, man, you can't go seeing something rad with murder in it without me.
I totally, but here's the thing.
Are you taking your kid?
No, of course. You know what? We've talked about this right now. My son is not into horror any more than I am. But Predator is a different thing.
Okay, well, you're not going to
action.
Yeah, so you're not going to the theater alone. Let's go together.
I go to the theater alone all the time, man.
Well, I mean, I do too, but I mean, let's go together for this.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah,
I'm 1,000% down. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
But anyway, I know that the android in Predator Badlands is a Weyland-Yutani android.
Oh, there's an android in Predator Badlands?
Elle Fanning is character. The girl is.
She's an android.
Yeah, and she gets cut in half early in the movie too, by the way, because like he's carrying her around on his back like C-3PO for most of the movie, because her legs get cut off.
So she's a white milk-blooded fucking android.
Yeah, she's kind of like Bishop or something.
No
like that.
shit.
Yeah. So anyway, that tells me, are we moving? Are we arcing towards going back to Predator versus Alien Land? Is that going to happen? Because that's clearly saying this is a Weyland-Yutani, android.
Man,
that we're living in the same universe.
I've got mixed feel. Like when I was a kid and I collected comic books, like I would read like Predator versus Alien.
Dan Trachtenberg's the one doing this. The guy that did Prey.
Yeah,
he's freaking awesome. So I mean,
and you know what? The AVP movies were not good. Like the first one was complete and utter shit.
It was not hardly any Alien v Predator act in that movie at all. It was like a couple scenes.
And the aliens kind of got their asses kicked.
No, the Predators got their asses kicked.
The Predators too. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know. The first one was garbage because it was PG-13.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Just right out of the gate.
I saw it. I thought it was fun. I liked it. It was fun.
Now, the second one like started off strong because there's the dude.
the murdered kid in the woods.
Yes, the murdered kid in the woods. And I thought,
I know.
I was like, first scene and they're murdering children. Yeah. And I thought
there's a lot of murder.
Yes.
That Alien Requiem has got all kinds of murder, man.
No, totally. So I appreciate that it went with like a darker, more nihilistic tone.
My God, he goes in the freaking like pregnancy ward. The xenomorph like it's impregnating all the women, and so the aliens are eating the babies and stuff. I mean, that seems like you're right in your jam spot.
Damn, I might need to just watch that again.
I know one scene when the Predator throws the big blade and he misses the alien, but it hits the girl and cuts her in half. That was
that's man. Maybe I should reserve judgment and revisit that. But okay. Here's why. The problem with that is that it happened in like modern day America.
Yeah, America. I think it's pronounced America.
Right, like
those are good corn trucks eating good
corn trucks eating folks
getting murdered by them aliens,
vivisected by a predator. Which is, again, I'm always for that, but I think that's why that doesn't like. I mean, the acting was bad too, and the script was bad, but
apart from that,
But the murder was good, and I think
I thought the idea of like the badass kind of predator cleaner whose job it is to go and like kill the rest of the aliens and make sure that that their technology doesn't get taken and stuff like that. That was cool. I
mean, yeah, that's fine. It's just that the xenomorph shouldn't exist. It doesn't fit with other canon.
Okay, it's like why would the xenomorph be on Earth? That kind of thing.
Well, because David hasn't created the xenomorph yet. If you accept Prometheus and Covenant,
but it sounds like
canon,
the going forward, they're not going to be doing that. That's.
See, I don't believe that though. I think it's a red herring from Noah Hawley, the showrunner. I think they threw that out there,
like hoping that that's what's true, or do you think that's actually what's true? I mean,
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, because a TV series always needs to throw in some kind of twist, like later on.
Yeah.
Like right now, there's all the world building and the lore, and so I mean, there's a lot of grace given for them to not fuck it up, and so there's interesting things happening. It's well cast. So far, so good.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we're 2 episodes in. There's plenty of time to fuck up.
That's true.
So far, they're doing good.
Spider-Man's appearance in episode 5 is going to just be, so disappointing,
Unless...
Hey, guys, what's going on? Oh, no, I'll save you.
I know. Unless Peter Parker gets hit with a face hugger. And then, like, Spider-Xeno comes
It'd be very,
out.
very hard for that because he's got spider sense, so you can be able to dodge and duck. And
I mean, like, the Xenomorph kind of is like Spider-Man. It has, like, the heightened senses and can crawl around on the ceiling and shit, as aliens taught us.
Yeah,
and, so I don't know what would happen if, like,
Makes Bill Paxton was to say it's game over, man. It's
game over, man. It's game over.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, I don't know.
Are we moving towards an AVP reboot sort of thing? You think though? I mean, it sounds like that's what's happening.
Possible. You know, okay. Here's one more reason to hate Disney.
Okay.
So there is an entire.
We've kind of lost everyone we know. I feel about cover songs now at this point. This is just for Ryan and me. Everyone can just tune out if you want.
This might actually. There's an entire I think there's an entire AVP anime.
Is there?
That's been completed that Disney just won't release. Yeah, they had it like production finished before.
Is that recently? I mean, because I know they just did the animated Predator Killers of Killers anthology.
No, this is this was actually finished. The entire anime like Japanese animation, okay. Right? Anime style. Like I think it's Aliens versus Predator. Like. It's complete. It's in the can. It's done. Like they could just release it anytime. It was finished before Disney bought Fox.
Okay. So was that Fox that was driving that ship then? Okay. Yeah.
But like they don't. It doesn't need to go to post production. It doesn't it is complete.
Yeah.
Like all Disney, all
credits, film, sounds, soundtrack.
Yep.
The whole thing,
it's in the can.
Yep.
All stupid fucking Disney needs to do is release it. And they won't.
Well, probably why, though, is they probably have plans. They're probably going to go and do like a reboot of the AVP franchise and start doing, a bunch more movies like that. Yeah, it feels like Predator Badlands is moving in that direction.
Yeah, I'll reserve judgment. But yeah, we'll go see Predator Badlands.
Dude, absolutely. Right here. Spinal Tap 2.
Yeah. Spinal Tap man. So that's happening what, mid-September?
I think it's soon. It's like 11th maybe?
The 12th. September 12th.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
hell yeah.
That's so cool. I can't wait. So we got a lot of good movie action going on here. So,
dude, yeah, we're gonna have to have a whole entire Spinal Tap episode.
Yeah, exactly. So I know as far as cover songs, though. I mean, I think that I don't know. I know me if I were to go see a band doing covers, I really appreciate when they do their own version. They're not they're not tuning note for note. They're not trying to make it sound the same. They don't have the patches on their whatever the amp modeler to have it be exactly like the one that we have.
Yeah,
before.
I don't give a shit about any of that.
Yeah, I'd be totally happy you plug into a 6505 and just fucking rock, dude, the whole way through.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. That's one of the reasons I don't play in cover bands anymore because I'm sick of having the drummer say well, you've got to get a certain delay pedal for the intro of Welcome to the Jungle. And I'm no, I don't.
On a side note too, I've had the same thing. I was teaching this kid a Green Day song. He's like, well, how are we going to do the rotary thing at the beginning?
Oh, that just happened to me too.
I don't care. We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Yeah, dude, so with the first round of Spotlight series, a band did Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and the coach calls me and says,
how are we going to do this? The rotary
thing? Okay, we really need the rotary pedal. And I said, no, you don't. Just have them strum the fucking chords.
From that voice, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly. Yeah, I know, right? And I said, no, you don't need the pedal.
No, it doesn't matter. It's
well, here, talk to the student. I said, fine. He's my guitar student. And I told him, dude, you don't need the fucking pedal to strum the fucking chords.
It doesn't matter. I know
it doesn't matter.
And again, because for the same aesthetic, it doesn't matter that it's exactly like the album. That's not what we're going for. We're doing our version of this, and in my version, I don't give a shit about the rotary.
That's right.
It's
because I don't hide behind effects.
Yeah. I don't mind effects. Effects are like seasoning. If you have a it just can enhance what's there if it's great. If it's terrible and you're trying to cover it up with all this other stuff, then it's garbage.
Yeah, don't just give me a bowl full of Cajun seasoning.
No, give me just a bowl full of corn trucks, man. Just
yes.
Corn trucks.
Ooh, Cajun corn trucks.
Oh my God. So wait, was that Cajun
sounds kind
seasoning?
Of delicious, puffed corn with Cajun seasoning.
That would be a savory take on it.
Yeah,
sense,
that'd be like the snack mix version of corn trucks.
There you go, almost like the Chex Mix kind of thing, but with corn trucks instead.
Yeah. So when you're at home watching my 600-pound sister wife
renovation
90-day fiance home renovation show. Thanks to bumfuck David Zaslav at Warner Brothers. Everybody write your letters.
You know what though? Here's what I'll say on that. I'm not trying to stand for David Zaslav.
Yeah,
don't. Blame the people watching it. If it was nobody was watching, they wouldn't make it if no one was watching it. You know what I mean? People want to watch Paradise Island or whatever, Love Island USA or whatever. People weren't watching that. They wouldn't make that. It's
so. I think you and I need to find a snack distributor
for corn trucks. We need to find some kind of corporate sponsor. I bet Disney would be involved in that. I bet they'd like to be.
Well, maybe I'd like them better if they gave me a large amount of money.
You know what, Ryan? I think this corn trucks idea is great. We're going to go and drop $20 million right here. What do you say?
That's right.
Sign off on the exclusive rights to corn trucks to Disney.
Yeah, it's time for us to call the copyright office.
I know. I firmly believe that corn trucks belong to everybody.
unless all of our listener does that first.
God-given right to corn trucks. That's part of the Constitution, I reckon, or whatnot.
Maybe we could get corn trucks like picked up like by a prison commissary like company.
Like the dream, right?
Yeah.
You've made it when the prison commissary picks it up.
Hell yeah, man! Like captive audience, literally.
That's literally totally
true.
Can't get more captive. Yeah, it's totally true. I know.
Awesome.
I feel like that's a weird place. When I have someone say something like that, I almost feel bad saying I don't care when they say like we should have the rotary for the song. I'm like, on it doesn't.
No, someone needs to hear it though. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got was like after I left Skips the first time. Like someone was like, dude, just, like sell all of your processors and stuff and just buy a tube amp. It'll help you be better. And I did. I sold my Chameleon preamp. I sold any effects that I had.
You got the Rotron Chameleon, dude?
I did for years.
Oh, my God.
Chameleon, that was my main thing. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's a great freaking preamp.
Dude, man. Chameleon into BBE Maximum Sodomizer.
I have one of my Racks.
Yeah, so that was my tone for the girth years.
Chameleon's really cool, man. That's a good preamp.
Oh, it was, dude. My buddy, I've already said on this podcast, but my buddy Guy Tickner sold it to me after he came off tour with Engelbert Humperdinck.
Yeah, he told me about this. Yeah.
So I had the Engelbert Humperdinck
with the
Chameleon.
N2, right?
Yeah, the N4.
N4, that's right.
N4, yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. N2 is the one I had. I had the cheaper version. So,
dude, I want to know what's up with Nuno's newest guitar.
I think he started his own guitar line. I think that's what he's doing. He's gonna.
Yeah, it's not a Washburn.
Man, I feel for freaking Washburn though. That's freaking game over for those guys.
Yeah, dude, what even is Washburn anymore?
Yeah, without Nuno, they got nothing, man. He's like the last guy that was keeping them propped up. You know what I mean? Kudos to him though. He stuck with them for like freaking 35 years or whatever. I mean, it's like he didn't give them a good long run. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I mean, like his guitar wasn't like flashy. It was just quality stuff, right?
It was cool though. It was reverse headstock, the Bill Lawrence, the Stevens extended cutaway. There's like a lot of things that were really
and
cool
I mean, like, dude, like quality ash is hard to source now. So I mean, you're paying for a really good piece of wood.
Man. Just ask the Evil Dead.
That's right.
It's impossible to find quality ash.
Ashy slash. Hell yeah. So there it is. So listeners, when you're out there learning a song that you didn't write, make it your own.
Yep, exactly. And then didn't you kind of write it? If you think about it,
it is. Yes, it's folly to try and sound exactly like another guitar player.
Also, it's not useful use of your time or energy. Just make it sound like you. And don't anyone tell you that's wrong either.
Unless you're that lawyer who's playing in Dokken that sounds exactly like George Lynch.
That guy's freaking awesome though, John Levin. He's a great guitar player.
I know.
Have you heard that new thing? That last record they did? It's actually got some killer stuff on it. I was really blown away. I was like, wow, this guy can really play. Yeah, he's a lawyer, but he still loves guitar, obviously.
Sure, absolutely. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, Joe Frolob's a lawyer and he's awesome at guitar and he's a great dude.
Exactly.
So
I mean, that's just,
it's not. I didn't mean.
It doesn't mean you can't do good guitar.
The way that came out made it sound like I was knocking him for practicing law, and I was not.
Honestly, if you saw the modern version of Dokken, the really only reason to go see it is to see John play because John's freaking awesome. You know, what I mean,
Don.
He does all the Lynch stuff.
Not doing so good.
Yeah, Don's. Well, I mean. I can't believe we lost Ozzy before we lost Don Dokken. That's actually kind of amazing to me.
I can't believe we lost Ozzy before we lost Keith Richards.
We're never leaving, dude.
And Keith Richards is never going to die.
Will be the first human to be transplanted to an android. That's going to happen.
Or maybe like a person's going to get transplanted into Keith Richards.
Oh no!
Because then they'll live forever.
Can you imagine? Oh my God! Every day, look in the mirror, there's Keith Richards.
Yeah, I'm Keith.
I don't care who you were before. That's a terrible life. Man.
That is right.
It's like,
or maybe it's not. You'd be super rich,
I guess, and famous. But I mean, can't.
I mean, and immortal apparently. So,
yes.
So there you go.
There is no killing him. There's nothing that we know. What is it? There is no craft we possess that can destroy him.
After the nuclear apocalypse, there'll be nothing left but Keith Richards, cockroaches, and my Speed Queen washing machine.
Exactly right. Nothing can stop it, man.
Nothing.
And my VGA Excalibur Custom, which is also indestructible. I just have to say, carbon fiber, baby.
Yes. Oh yeah, I guess so, huh? That's cool. True. Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the spoiler on my Tesla Model 3.
There you go. Exactly.
It's also carbon fiber.
We don't even know what the hell we're talking about. We're just wandering the wilds right now. I love that. This is a point we get.
We're wandering the Badlands.
We almost get punch drunk towards the end of the podcast. We don't really know what we're saying anymore. It's just
this is what it likes when Scott and I go stream of consciousness in the studio.
That's exactly, dude. This whole podcast started because of that. So
that's right.
That is it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying what we're talking about. That's going to do it for today. You guys have an awesome week. This is the Rock Guitar Competition. What am I saying? Rock Guitar Competition podcast with Ryan and Scott. Please make sure to check out our website at xaegisband.com.
That's www.exaegisband.com.
All right, and then you'll find our links to social media there. Please follow us on social media. Also, please make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast while you're here and enjoying this. I hope you have an awesome week. We'll see you next time.
Peace.